Hey guys, welcome back to the review show. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Man Verse is about a kid named Miles Morales that gets bitten by a radioactive spider in a subway, and he goes through all these events that trying to learn his powers, and he has to work with these other Spider-Woman's, because of this, I guess this machine that creates a portal to other dimensions, and sucks in I guess takes other Spider-Mans from other dimensions and puts them into Morales's world. And so now the world's like falling apart, and Morales only has a certain amount of time to do this, and with his new friends, I guess. I love this film. This film was amazing. The art, like the style of it, was probably one of my favorite comic book animation films, and probably one of Sony's best films yet. This is probably the easiest my favorite Spider-Man film. Like, Sony did a great job on it. Recently, Sony hasn't been really good at trying to make a Spider-Man film, especially Amazing Spider-Man, which the first one I didn't have a problem with, but the second one was just a mess. The film is surprisingly really funny. What makes this film so good, it's like how it looks. Like, this film looks actually gorgeous. I like the comic book style that they went for, and this is probably the most really comic book movie that you're ever going to see. I like it. It literally is a comic book. Like, you have like the yellow text box when they're thinking, and like the big explosions, words in the background when they're fighting. It's really neat. This film does take some moments really serious, which I really like. When Miles doesn't really have like a strong connection with his father, but he does with his uncle so there's a little conflict between those two, and throughout this whole entire film, you don't get Miles really knowing how to use his powers. This film is basically about him trying to figure out how to use his powers, and he's completely different from everyone else. That he actually has completely different powers. He doesn't have the webs or anything like that, which I'm not going to spoil what type of powers he has, but he has completely different powers. This film had better storytelling than any Spider-Man film recently, like Homecoming. The characters were more freshed out. Yeah, I can't speak at this moment, apparently. Yeah, I was attached to these characters throughout the whole entire film. I was not bored at all. This film was always always had me on my toes. More like on the edge of my seat, I should be saying that. And yeah, and when I saw like the trailer for when they announced Peter Parker for him, like, he looked like kind of like a mess, but there's a reason for it, which is a really good backstory for Peter Parker, and a different side of Peter Parker that we never seen except for Spider-Man 3 version of Peter Parker, which there was a scene of in this film, which I thought was funny. This film did a really great job of not putting too much heroes in this film, which Spider-Man 3 really had a problem with, because Sony got their hands too much in there. This film was pretty good. It was balanced very well. The editing was nice. The visuals were nice. Like, everything was nice except for the villain. Didn't really Kingpin was an ordinary villain. Like, Like, there was not even two main villains as well. There's like actually three type of villains in this film. But you know, everybody actually had a purpose in this film. It wasn't like we want this in here because, you know, people wanted it, but we're just gonna shove it in there just for the fans. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like a flow. If it's really flow, it's a smooth type of film. The action sequence is quite nice. I'm gonna give Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse a A+. This film was amazing. Sony, you did a great job. I want more films like this. I want more Spider-Man films like this. Please don't stop doing just don't. What you need to do is not like do this for like fan service. No, like people want stuff like this, but you know what you did was a great job. So keep up the good work, and so yeah, that's my review on Spider-Man. Before I end this review, I have some news. Next week I have two reviews for you guys. It's a Christmas review. It's this Christmas movie that came out on Netflix recently. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's that. I don't remember the name of it right now, but yeah. And the second review is about this series. It's this series going on that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be this. It's going to be. You're going to get a review on the series. I don't want to tell you guys because I want to surprise you, but it's this series I'm going to do every other month. It's every month. So this month you're going to get one review on that movie, and next month, and yeah, it's carry on. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. And at the beginning of January, you're going to get another series like that. So yeah, you get two movie series, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys also enjoyed this review. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye bye.